Hi, we turned Claude AI into an L5 data scientist, which is basically a senior data scientist. And questions that used to take us a week or a few days to answer before, now Claude AI is able to give us the answer in a few minutes. So I wanted to show you what it can do for us and how you can set it up for yourself. So let's get started. So first thing for context is that we connected an MCP server to Claude AI. This MCP server has context and knowledge about our data warehouse. So essentially now Claude AI is able to understand our data warehouse and is able to run queries on top of it. We run an e-commerce platform. So let's go ahead and ask Claude AI some e-commerce related questions on our data. So I'm going to ask it first a question that any PM or exec might ask you, which is, where are we losing people today? So let's get going. So where are we losing people in our funnel today? You can notice that I am using the Opus 4 model. We noticed that with Opus 4 performs significantly better than other models. And so yeah, like now, and you can see that the question is a bit open-ended. Like we didn't define the funnel for Claude. We just asked it, hey, where are we losing people? And let's see if it can figure it out or not. We can see here that it understood that it needs to talk with our data warehouse. So it's listing the table, seeing what's available in there, running queries that you can look at here, and then it's gonna do something, and let's see what it does. So Claude AI gave us the answer. Let's quickly look at what it did. By the way, it took around 4 minutes for it to generate this. So it figured out that the data that it had access to is a GA data that was stored in our BigQuery. It executed a few queries in here. It explains how it thought about it. But let's jump right into the result. The result is that it generated a dashboard for us. So let's go into it. So we can see that, oh wow, let's go from the top. So we can see that our overall, this is the past week. It decided to do the past week. So we can see that our conversion rate over the past week is 2%, actually pretty healthy. This is the total visitors. This is the number of purchases. And it also gave us a trend week over week. So it's 29% down, not great. But let's quickly look into it. So in here, we have a detailed conversion funnel from visitors to views to add to cart, to viewed, add to cart, reached checkout, and purchased. This is a pretty great funnel. So this gives us visibility into the funnel. And finally, it even gave me some recommendations. It identified 4 issues. It identified that we're losing users primarily because we have an add to cart button CTR issue. It also identified the devices on its own and realized that mobile users are converting significantly worse. And it even suggested here that we should look into improving our UX there. And it came up with 2 other recommendations. This is super impressive. I basically asked it an open-ended question. It came up with a methodology, gave me the metrics, and finished on some recommendations on what I should do about them. This is a senior data scientist level of work. Honestly, we use Claude AI to answer a lot of questions today. Questions we couldn't get to before. Now we're just in a few minutes, we get the answer to those questions. And that's how we added some significant data science power into our team today. Next, I want to show you how you can do this for yourself. The setup is code-free and very simple. In a few minutes, you'll be able to use Claude AI or the LLM of your choice and ask them any questions about your data and basically have a data scientist at your fingertips. Let's jump into it. So we're going to create an account on Context Hub. I already have an account myself, so I'm just going to log in. Perfect. The next step is to connect our data warehouse to Context Hub, which is an MCP server. For me, I'm using BigQuery, so I'm just going to connect BigQuery. I'm going to upload my credentials. I have them here. You can also find them in BigQuery. Test connection. Great, it works. So now we're connected. The next step is to add tables to the MCP layer. So these are all the tables that are in my data warehouse. For now, I'm just interested in adding some GA tables. So for the sake of this example, I'm just going to add this, which contains our shop events. Once I'm done, I sync one table. So now this table will be available to Claude AI or whatever LLM we choose to query and understand. Next step, an important one, is we're going to add context to explain what the table is. Here I'm just going to add a description of that table. I just prepared one table context, so you can see that it describes what the table is, the different columns, etc., for it to have enough context for the LLM to understand what to query. Once we're done, we're going to approve. And basically that's it. And the last step is to turn on our MCP server. We hit turn on and we have an MCP server. And then we just connect this, we just plug in this MCP server into Claude AI or ChatGPT. And that's pretty much it. And that's how you have a data scientist at your fingertips.